Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you thinking of making some changes in your kitchen? Well, I just had 4 new appliances installed in my kitchen, and I thought I'd share with you my new appliances, the process I went through, and some tips that might help you as you select your appliances. The number of options that you're going to have if you decide to change your kitchen appliances is overwhelming. And so you need to start with a little work to make sure that you can narrow down the options in your own mind and move through your journey of selecting the right appliances for you in a way that won't be frustrating. So the first thing to do is to make a list. Make a list of the things you want to change. What needs to be different about the appliances that you're choosing? For me, I wanted to modernize. I wanted my kitchen to look a little more modern than it did with the white appliances that were in here before. I wanted to improve functionality, and I wanted to fix a few things that were very annoying. So if you have some things that are annoying you about the appliances you have, make sure that you capture those so that you can remember the things that are must-haves in your new appliances. Once you have your list, the next step is your budget. Be realistic. Make sure that you understand how much money you have available to spend on your appliances, because the range can be very wide. It will also determine the number of features that are available in the appliances that you are going to select. So make sure that you set your budget in advance so you can eliminate all of the appliances that are outside of the scope of your budget. You might think that the next thing to do is to run out to your local big box store and take a look at the appliances that are there. But that's not your next step. The next step is to turn to your computer. You're going to do some research next. You want to take the list that you made of the must-haves in your new appliances and your budget and start to do some research on your computer. It will start to identify for you the brands, the styles, all the things that are going to help you to be more selective when you actually do go into the stores. One of the things that I found to be most helpful in my recent search for new appliances was the new capabilities of AI. I used Google's Gemini AI to help me to narrow down the options that I was going to look at when I went to the store. You know, sometimes when you go to the store, you get distracted by all the pretty things. Well, that's not going to help you as you make your choices, and also help you to reduce the amount of time that you need to spend out there in making your selection process, because quite frankly, it could turn into your job. So what do? You go onto your computer and you start to ask some questions. What are the most popular refrigerators between $1,000 and $1,500, whatever your budget is? What refrigerators offer me different kinds of ice? Which ranges have induction tops and cost between $1,500 and $2,000? What's the quietest dishwasher on the market today? Once you ask the right questions, it will give you specific models, specific prices, and specific characteristics of that appliance that you may love or not love. You will also be able to compare one against the other, or 2 or 3 against the other. I found that to be so helpful. It allowed me to go shopping at the local appliance store, at the local big box store, for me to narrow down the number of appliances that I was looking at. Now I'm going to share with you some of the specifics about the must-haves in my selection process, things that I had to think about. One of the first things that I was going to change was this refrigerator. That was my priority, because the other refrigerator was a side-by-side that when I opened the door, it would hit the wall or it wouldn't open all the way. The freezer was on the left side, and I had a lot of trouble getting into that freezer, just putting everyday things away. And I found the right side, the refrigerator side, to be lacking in terms of dimensions of space. The things that were easy to put in the refrigerator often were only things that were small in size. And sometimes you have a large pan and it wouldn't fit in that refrigerator. So one of the things that I found was that they do make refrigerators that have a narrow depth when you open the door. They are flush with the side of the refrigerator. So that was very helpful to me in knowing that if I got one of those refrigerators, it would help me to have better access inside my refrigerator. That became my number one priority. Next were my options for my range and my microwave. I knew that I wanted an electric range. I was replacing an electric range. I could have moved to gas, but that would have required construction work that I didn't want to undertake. So that limited what the selection process was. I also wanted more flexibility around my oven space. So when I saw that there were ranges available with 2 ovens, I knew that was one that I wanted. I also knew that that increased my budget, and I had to be okay with that. So I had 2 requirements. One was that it be electric, and one that it have double ovens. Microwaves are just useful tools in my kitchen. I love them for heating things up, for melting butter, all the things. But what I didn't know was that microwaves now can also function as ovens. So this version of a microwave offers me both convection and conventional baking as an option. I love that, more flexibility, and that's what I wanted in my kitchen. The most important thing for me when choosing my dishwasher was how quiet it was. I needed to have a dishwasher that I wouldn't be hearing when I was watching TV in the evening. I also wanted a dishwasher that had great reviews, and I wanted a dishwasher with a handle. My other dishwasher did not have a handle, and I wanted one that I could hang a towel on. So choosing the right appliances for your kitchen is actually a balancing act between your needs, your wants, and your budget. So be sure that you are very specific as you start your research to focus on those appliances that will fit the dimensions of your kitchen. There could be nothing worse than having delivered a refrigerator that will not fit into your space. You also want to make sure that you are, in fact, narrowing the scope of the budget, because you don't want to be disappointed. Understand where you're willing to compromise on that list of the wants, the things that you were hoping to change about the appliances as you replace the ones that you have already. And then also think about the longer term aesthetics of your kitchen. I'm going through a series of changes in my kitchen, and you'll see those evolve in the videos over time. But you want to be thinking about your desired end state for your kitchen for the next 5, 7, 10 years.